Hello and welcome to Hunt of the Reptorians. I'm going to just play the game for a little bit and show you how far I've got. This is a game I've been working on for a little while now. It is a sort of deck building space battler with a campaign where you can duck and hide from the enemy. So let's just get cracking. So there's a basic tutorial in for the playtesters here. Make your way back to Earth. So pretty simple really. Earth's been taken over by the Reptorians. You've got to rescue it before they ravage it with their horrible reptilian claws. This is your fleet and you have to move it towards Earth. You have some sensors, which I'll show you in a minute, where you can find the enemy. And you have a concept of stealth here, where what you really want to do is keep your stealth high. If it runs out, the enemy will, if they'll detect you, and if they're small, they'll run away so you can't catch them, and if they're big, they'll come in and attack you, and even worse, they'll bring their buddies in to pile in. So it's not good if you run out of stealth. So I guess we should head this direction towards Earth, and I will ping to see if there's anything out there. Ah, there is. So we've got a contact here. This is, you don't have much intel in the first scan, but we know something's out there and it's there. So I will be in this direction. Wonder where it's heading. We'll soon see where it's heading if I ping again. Oh, it's heading that direction, so you can extrapolate where it's going. Haven't got much more intel. Oh, they've pinged us, but it's not a problem because our stealth is high enough here. So let's keep moving. I will ping again. You can see where they're headed now. You can see it's a Reptorian scout. So this is something I want to sneak up on. The smallest ship. There he is. So I'm just going to hunt him down. Speed up time a bit. He scanned us again, but stealth is still holding steady. And this is combat. So on the left's my ship, the right is the Reptorian ship. The aim really is to reduce their morale. So if I just okay this one. The aim really is to reduce their morale and do that without damaging their ship too much, because you're really salvaging their ship, and the more you damage it, the less you get to salvage. So if there's anything you can do to demoralize them, rather than blast their ship into oblivion, that's probably a good idea. So the other tutorial thing was really showing me that I've got a weapons card here. So these are quite interesting. So if I pick this, I can choose to aim it. So I can aim this railgun. I'll aim it at its railgun. Everything goes through this inter-ship zone at different speeds. So if you're further away, it has to go further, and various effects can happen during transit. Have I got any other weapons? I've got torpedoes, so yeah, this is a good example. So the torpedoes go a bit slower, they do a bit more damage, they're harder for the enemy to evade, but they take longer, so they've got more time to evade it. I should have done this first. So lock on will increase my targeting, which will decrease the sort of size of that targeting box. You'll see it in a minute. I don't have anything to evade, and I don't really need to flip yet, so I will end my turn, and I'll show you, and you'll see that. Also, they've fired at me now. My rail guns hit, so you can see that the enemy's fired at me now. So when I press end turn, those ones will be upon me. So I will try. I'll show you. Here we go. I can evade the top one. Woo! So now that's only got one projectile left in that salvo. I've got point defense, but I can't use it because it's on the other side of the ship. So we also have a concept of attack direction. So you can be attacked this way. So this is the attack direction on this side. So these two, all of their attacks will hit on this side of the ship. If I had a flip, you can flip to the other side, and you can fire from these guns, and all of their ordnance will come in this direction. So hopefully I'll get a chance to show that. For now, I'm going to probably just have to absorb it. Well, I can show you. I'll show you what you can do. You can shoot down with anything. Point defense would be ideal, but you can shoot down with railguns because even railguns have some ability to shoot things down. So I can shoot down their slugs there. So I've shot down a few of their slugs with my railguns. I'll fire the rest of the torpedoes at them. I'm not going to decrease range because I think at this point I need to be as far away as possible. So now that's that one projectile and the two that made it. So not many made it through to me. Oh, I did some internal damage. So I got through here. So I've managed to dig through this, through into their internals. So one of the ideas I've got for this really is that you're trying to sort of erode and dig into their ship. There will be ways to attack the insides directly, and there'll be, you know, ability to board eventually and actually maybe do pulses and infiltrators, and I've got loads of ideas to do with that isn't direct combat, but right now you're really just trying to blast your way in. I have, oh, so you can scramble their targeting, so I've got that. So what that will do is make their targeting worse, so their box will get bigger and bigger. I can show you point defense, so I can flip now. So now you can see that these two weapons are activated. So I've got 2 torpedoes loaded here and 2 sets of point defense rounds here. So if I fire this, completely intercepted that with my point defense. Oh yes, these have been lightly damaged, so I can repair that. You probably don't see anything there. Very lightly damaged by this shot here. And I don't have any rooms to repair because I haven't managed to dig that deep. So far, looking good. Oh, another internal shot. So if I damage this gunnery here, they will not be able to fire on either side, and they'll have to repair that room. And as you can see, because I've done so much damage to this side, they're now wanting to flip their ship. So that's quite nice for me because it gives me one free turn, because they're going to flip their ship next turn and I can carry on pounding them. That's why I wanted to catch up with this scout. So this is where I'm going to do a little trick, I think I can do it. So this is where I can do railgun here, and I can't fire torpedoes because I'm on the wrong side of the ship, but I can flip. Woo! So now I've got access to these weapons here. So now I can fire my torpedoes because I've just flipped. And I could increase range, but actually things seem to be going well. I'll just show it because I'm showing stuff. So if I increase range, you can see that there's now a bigger distance between me and their ship. So these ones are still going to make it because they're so fast. They go two every turn. But my torpedo is going to take 1 turn, 2 turns, another turn to get there. But they're too busy flipping their ship. So here comes all my rail guns. Oh, I did a bit of damage there. So now, poor old Reptorians. Now they were just about to fire at me, but now they want to repair their guns next turn. So I'm going to carry on just doing what I do best, repair there, fire some more torpedoes. Don't have anything to evade. It's going to be quite one-sided, I think. So now, so now they've realised I'm firing so much at them, they're going to spend time evading. So at the beginning of each turn, they decide based on the situation, basically, what they're going to do. And right now, they see a lot of stuff coming towards them, so they're going to evade. So I'm going to lock on, scramble. So I can't really do anything other than that. I might stay on this side. And so now they're starting to evade those, but one got through anyway. Oh, nice. I'll lock on again. Now, if you can see all this locking on I've done, I've got three targeting now. So you can see this has gone green and it's quite small. I can almost surgically attack. They're going to fire the railgun next time. So I'm going to just fire at their bridge. So I think these two are targeted to their railgun. So maybe that will take it out before they fire next turn. I'm going to just end the turn. Oh, there we go. They did fire before my railguns got there. But hopefully I can evade them. So I'm going to scramble them again. Because if you can see all the scrambling I've been doing, can you see how big this targeting reticle, this targeting box is? So the chances of those hitting is much less than it was before. And it's going to be even less when I evade them. So I've evaded 4 of those guys now, and I've done effective command to draw a couple of cards. Let's go in there. I've run out of energy, so I've run out of energy. I need to make that a lot more obvious that you can't use those. I've run out of energy, which is produced. I mean, the other concept is that we're producing energy from the fusion reactor here every turn. So just one puny torpedo didn't hit anything of consequence there that you need to repair. Maybe we'll just carry on blasting them. So now I'm hitting their bridge, and they really don't like that. So if I look at the morale, these are the effects on the morale. So the ship's been damaged quite a bit, so that's not great for them. They have done recent damage to me, which is good for them. So they've done, if there's lots of turns where they haven't done damage to me, they'd take a big penalty. But they really don't like their bridge being damaged. So they're losing 29 a turn. You can see they're looking pretty unhappy about it, panicked. I will add more panic mechanics later, but at the moment, it's nothing that happens when they get panicked. But they will eventually start getting debuffs and some sort of effects from being panicked. So let's just keep at it. I don't want to damage their ship too much, but in the interests of time, I'll just keep pounding them, because I don't think they're going to recover from this at this point. Poor guys. So now I've really damaged them, and you can start seeing some of the... Oh, you saw a little bit of the panicked Reptorian damage ship. But I have one, they surrendered. I get the salvage, so you can see that there were a bunch of undamaged walls here. There were some damaged walls, and there were some very damaged walls and some damaged weapons, and their engines, which I didn't even touch, are pristine. So I got 174 matter from that, which can be used for upgrading my ship later. But didn't get any energy because I destroyed most of their internal rooms. I'll probably have some sort of... I probably need to adjust this. There probably needs to be some basic amount of energy that you get even when you completely trash their ship. And I got the ship doggy perk, which will help with morale, having a ship dog. Don't know why I found a dog on a Reptorian ship. I haven't justified that. But nevertheless, I found a dog. Now, the other important concept of Hunt of the Reptorians is that you have crew, and Jimmy here is leveled up, and Newts is leveled up. So I'll show you what happens with crew. So crew, unlike most other deck builders, I don't have a global set of cards. I actually have each crew member contributes to the deck. So Jimmy is a commander, captain kind of guy. He will contribute sort of commandy sort of cards. So he's got effective command, which draws 2 cards. The helmsman has a bunch of cards to do with maneuvering the ship, as you imagine, evading, increasing range, decreasing range, flipping. The gunners have all the weapons. There's an engineer here which will actually have scrambling and locking on, and they'll have pulses and all sorts of other sort of things you imagine an engineer would do. Raising shields, boosting energy. Then we have mechanics, which are more to do with repairing the ship at the moment. I might adjust their classes over time, but you get the idea. There are basically a bunch of different crew members, and they have the cards. I'm going to just cheat and give this guy level up, and you can see by coming here, you can then pick one of the cards. Now he's leveled up, so let's pick thermal warheads, which causes fires. Maybe I should show that. Maybe I'll show that next time. If I choose that, now he's got thermal warheads, and that's going to be in my global deck. So if I go to my global deck, you see So this is the sort of union of all of my crew's cards. So going forwards, crew will probably have a sort of tangible presence on the ship. So if they get hurt or if they get killed or spaced, then you lose the cards that they had. And there'll be a whole sort of strategy around making sure that you have redundancy in case the worst happens and you need to replace them, and making sure that you protect them, put them in nice space suits so that if they do get spaced, you can recover them later. And all sorts of cool things that I'm really looking forward to adding. But I think I will leave it there for today and show you more another time.